There were some account of existence of local governments during the times of Pandyas and Pallavas, but Cholas period witnessed a developed the local self-governments. The inscriptions of Paranthaka Chola on 919 ADCCE to 922 ADCCE from Utthiramerur in Kanchipuram district of Tamil Nadu give detailed account of local self-government. They inform that each village had an assembly consisting of all adult males and their involvement in the general matters. These assemblies are of two types, Ur and Mahasabha. The third kind was the Nagaram town, the confined to versatile towns, trading centers, and the fourth was Nadu. The Here two types of institutions were mentioned, one Nadu village and other areas and Nagaram urban centers. In general, there is little information on the functioning of any village assemblies prior to the 9th century. Both Nadu and Nagaram were concerned about the control and regulation of land holdings, management of irrigation works, temples, collection and remission of taxes, floating of loans for capital works, and the management of charitable institutions. The Ur and the Mahasabha were the two institutions that assisted the officers in executing the orders of the king. It has been found that Rajaraja Chola first ordered the Mahasabha of the Veeranarayana Chaturvedi Mangalam to confiscate the property of traitors. Many historians such as Sir Charles Metcalfe, Sir George Birdwood, and Elphinstone opine that a strong system of local government existed in ancient and medieval South India, but doubts were expressed by some of the historians about the elaborated local self-government in ancient and medieval South India. The Magasabhas and Kuduvali were confined to Brahmin settlements. During the Mughal period, 1500 to AD 1777, the fundamental principles of central-local relationship hardly changed with change of kingdoms. When the Mughal Empire was its zenith of glory, it was divided into provinces, sabhas, and provinces into subdivisions, sarkars, and sarkars into union of villages, paraganas. At each level, the government is organized and the villages were appointed by the emperor. In the twilight of the Mughal Empire, the self-governing institutions in rural areas had been severely damaged at vital points, but they had withstood the onslaught with remarkable tactics. After the Battle of Plassey, 1757, the British East India Company derived land taxing rights, Diwani rights, from the Bengal ruler Nawab, which was the first step in the ascendancy of the British rule in India. The rural and other urban trading centers during the British East India Company rule was not under any control or supervision, except the three presidency towns in Calcutta, Bombay, and Madras. The district administration under the charge of the district collector was the kingpin and British control over vast rural areas. The important milestone during the company rule was the establishment of municipal corporations. As mentioned in earlier at Calcutta, Bombay, and Madras, Viceroy Lord Ripon in 1882 brought out a resolution proposing a smaller unit for consulting rural local boards and subdivision, tehsil, taluk, and district boards to supervise. Lord Ripon's resolution emphasized that the institutions he proposed should have a majority of non-officials who should be elected wherever it was feasible. Nearly 500 rural boards were created with two-third majority of non-officials who depended upon the district magistrate, district collector for the favor of nomination. The main activities of the district boards till 1909 were police, public works, education, and village sanitation. The rural local government introduced by Lord Ripon faced many criticisms. And in 1907, the British government appointed a commission to inquire into the question of the administrative and financial relations between the government of India, provincial governments, and subordinate authorities under them, as to simplify and improve the prevalent system through devolution or otherwise. With the passing of the Government of India Act 1919, the local governments were entrusted with the elected elements of the provincial government under the diarchy system of government. The number of the village bodies in Tamil Nadu increased from 14 to 17 in 1926 to 6 to 50 in 1937.